Coming up on Good Morning Texas, a look at the Luminaria Light exhibit at the Long Center.
An update on the new InNOut just north of campus.
And what lengths Girl Scouts will go to sell their cookies.
All this and more coming up on Good Morning Texas. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Texas. I'm Taylor Hampton, and with us today we have weather anchor Brenda Lau.
And with us today also we have our news anchor, Stacy Reichard. Welcome. The biggest story this morning, the newest elementary school in Leander ISD was built 4 years ago and has yet to open. Students and teachers have yet to step foot in Leonard Reed Elementary School. Parents helped to design the $18 million building, but to this day, 3 locks remain keeping everyone out. But despite the school being closed, electricity and water is still running, costing taxpayers money. And with the school closed, what would be a short walk is now a 10-minute commute.
The district says the budget cuts are what is keeping the school closed. In 2011, Leander ISD's budget was cut by $22 million. However, since then, over $170,000 of taxpayer money has been used to pay utilities. But the school is tentatively scheduled to open fall of 2014.
An inflatable interactive art exhibit stopped in Austin on its nationwide tour. We went inside this incredible exhibit to take a look.
This past week, Architects of Air brought their latest luminarium to the Long Center. Miracoco was designed by artist Alan Parkinson. We spoke to exhibition manager Jonathan Gatt.
Now his inspirations have been from geometric forms found in nature, also other architecture that you see around, specifically Gothic cathedrals and Islamic architecture. The silver, that is now picking up the colour, so all this reflection is what you're seeing on the side, the blues, the reds. Sometimes you can get people in a certain position where you just see half of their face is red, maybe the other half is green. And this happens also on their clothing as well, especially if they're wearing white. That's a fantastic colour to come to the luminarium in.
And these are all my grandkids, and I took them. These two didn't get to go last time because the wait was so long, and it was wonderful that they came back this time.
Did you have to wait long this morning?
No, we got up very early. We were the first ones here.
Really good.
Even though it's in the 30s, there's still hundreds of people waiting to brave the cold to see the last day of Miracoco. From Good Morning Texas, I'm Ryan Terrebro.
You know, I really wish I would have stopped by and seen that. I know a couple of people that went, a couple of people did projects for it in class and stuff, and I'm really jealous.
Yeah, it actually
awesome.
makes for some really pretty pictures.
I'd never even heard of it. I didn't even know what it was until I saw it in class, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I should check that out next year.
I know, I saw it on my way out of town on Friday, and I was just really wanting to stop, but I wasn't able to, unfortunately.
Old lady.
And ding dong, who is it? Why, it's the Girl Scouts coming to sell their famous Girl Scout cookies. I went and found all the different ways to find how you can buy these delightful cookies.
My favorite Girl Scout cookie are Thin Mints.
I'd have to say Thin Mints. Peanut butter patties, I think they're called. Yeah.
Thin Mints. Caramel Delight. Samoas.
My favorite Girl Scout cookie is Samoas.
Do-si-dos, because they have peanut butter in them.
Thin Mints.
My favorite Girl Scout cookie are Thin Mints because I like to freeze them and they're just really yummy.
There is a new app to help you find your favorite Girl Scout cookie. Download Girl Scout Cookie Finder. Click Find Cookies Nearby, and you will see location and times you can buy. You may find the classic Caramel Delight now has a new name.
My favorite Girl Scout cookies will probably be the Caramel Delights, which, are they called Samoas now?
Oh, Caramel Delights.
Samoas.
Ishita Madden was in Girl Scouts for 10 years. She says the name change is a source of debate.
I have friends from Austin, and we get into fights every year about the names of certain cookies.
Girl Scouts use 2 different bakeries to make the cookies. For licensing purposes, each bakery has a different name for the same cookie.
And there are only small variations in production, but flavor-wise, they're still the cookies that we all know and love. If people like the cookies, they're going to buy them no matter what.
You know, she actually told me that Girl Scout cookies outsell Oreos this month.
I would believe it.
I believe it.
I have a whole store of Girl Scout cookies in my pantry. Boxes on boxes. I might keep that record up single-handedly.
If some of them go missing, you know where they're at. Because I have 0. I have no Girl Scout cookies.
Stop eating them all.
Well, I haven't bought any. I'm there running, right, you know, trying to be healthy, and then I see the girls, and I'm like, you are just trying to ruin
And
everything.
they take credit cards now. Like, I used to be able to get by with it.
You should not have told me that.
Oh, man.
Now there's no excuse.
No.
Oh, that's sad.
And speaking of food, the new InNOut at Airport has been open for just a little while now. Rachel Robillard gives us an update.
Located at the intersection of 46th Street and North I-35, Austin finally has its very own InNOut Burger. After a few months since its grand opening, InNOut continues to be Austin's hotspot.
We've been extremely busy for the past several weeks. We opened up in late November, and we have just been so welcomed here by the community, and I'm just really, really pleasured and blessed to be here.
At 29 years old, McMunn has been working for InNOut since high school. McMunn takes pride in InNOut's venues, food, and especially its customers.
The lucky thing is we have the opportunity to bring a lot of people into the fold of being a customer here at InNOut Burger. We get to kind of really have them learn what we offer here and what we do differently. Aside from we don't do brisket, we don't have bacon, we don't have mayonnaise. And so one of the main challenges for myself is really trying to help someone out who doesn't know what we have here. And so I go the extra step, and we really train everyone here to go the extra mile and explain exactly what we have on our menu so people know what they're going to get.
And what they are going to get is satisfaction. Customers wait anxiously in line for InNOut's signature burgers, completed with a Thousand Island type spread, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. If you're looking for more flavor, ask an employee to make it animal style.
And so that's been a very popular item, is that you can get any burger you want animal style, which is going to be grilled onions, extra amounts of spread, pickles, and the fried mustard that we talked about. Then you can get your fries animal style, which is cheese melted on top, grilled onions, and spread on top of that.
It goes to show that the animal style is a hit at InNOut Burger. This is Rachel Robillard. Good morning, Texas.
You know, that was a lot of fun going to go and film the InNOut, seeing the buzz of the new, burger joint that you don't really usually see, at least here in Austin or really anywhere. I actually had originally had it in California. And it was cool to see it transition from, California to over here. I know there's one in Dallas, but to be in Austin, I think that's an awesome thing.
I've yet to be there, to go.
You haven't gone yet?
No.
Oh my gosh, girl, you have to go. They're actually building one where I'm from in New Braunfels, so it's kind of cool that it's going to be in my hometown and now where I am right now in Austin. So it's really awesome.
That is really cool. Well, you know what happens anytime I get fast food? I end up leaving the wrappers in my car forever and ever. And it just sits there. So, Stacy and Nadine are going to show us things in our homes that are worn out their welcome.
New year, new you, new stuff. Today on Good Morning Texas, we're going to show you a list of things that you should throw away right now.
You know that old dish sponge you've been using for years? Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. That thing has bacteria, and mold, and SpongeBob is looking at you like, what? Give me a new friend.
You know those shoes you wore every day in gym class in high school? Gone.
You know that sweater that has so much sentimental value? Your old 8th grade boyfriend asked you out in it and you just can't seem to let it go?
It's full of holes.
It's full of holes, so throw it away. Just toss it. Gone.
Trash. You know that Pinterest project you started last year and never finished? You're not gonna finish it.
You don't need it. You know what?
Just go buy something new.
Do it yourself, maybe do it never. Do it in the trash. Do the letters VHS mean anything to you? VCR? I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
You know what it's all about? DVD. So go ahead and take those old tapes.
You don't need them.
Throw them in the trash.
In the trash. How many times do you change your toothbrush?
Every 3 to 4 months.
You're doing it the right way. I bet some of you out there probably have some from a year ago.
Ew.
Nasty. Gross.
Ew. What?
Change your pillows.
Why?
It is not enough to just wash the pillowcase anymore. You know why? Sweat, skin, oily hair,
Ew.
all over that pillow. Just chunk it.
Ew.
Chunk it.
Okay.
How many old batteries do you have lying around?
1.
2.
What do you do with those old batteries?
You don't throw them away. I know this
You
whole
don't?
segment was about throwing stuff away. These you can't throw away. You know what you can do with them?
What can you do with them?
Take them to Radio Shack, Staples, Office Max. They have little places where you can put them. And you can also take your old printer cartridges that you no longer need. They have a recycling bin for those too.
We also hope you have a really big trash bag, because that's a lot of stuff.
I'm Stacy Reichert.
I'm Nadine Monowitz.
This is Good Morning Texas.
Thinking about it, I'm a little bit ashamed that I had that much stuff in my apartment that should have been thrown away.
It's okay, we got rid of it. It's fine, Nadine.
We were going through that list. I have that. Oh, I have that too. Oh no. I think also on that list was the dish sponges.
Oh, I'm guilty.
I'm incredibly guilty of that one.
Yes.
You should probably switch them out.
I know. I
Get
haven't gone to
SpongeBob
the
a new
store
friend.
yet. Anyways.
Well, don't go anywhere. We have more Good Morning Texas coming up next and a look at your weather forecast.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. And now it's time for some local news. What's happening around town, Stacy?
Well, one Austin woman is a finalist for the Mars One mission, a one-way trip to be among one of the first humans to colonize Mars. Sonia Van Meter says her fascination with space developed after a visit to the Air and Space Museum, where she realized the modules had actually gone into space and came back. Van Meter says if she were to win, she's aware it's a one-way shot and she's okay with that. A professor from the Environmental Science Department at Houston-Tillotson University has agreed to live in a dumpster for the next year. You heard that right. Dr. Jeff Wilson hopes to answer the question, can you have a pretty good life living in 1% of the size of an average American home? He'll be living in a 6x6 foot dumpster, and this Friday, the public is invited to check out the space on campus from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. A hotel management company is looking into a possible data breach that occurred at 14 hotels across the U.S., including 3 Austin hotels. The hotels that involved the breach were Marriott Austin South, Westin Austin at the Domain, and Holiday Inn Austin Northwest. White Lodging Services Corporation says the suspected breach occurred between March to December 2013. The company says that customers who visited the hotels should review their credit card statements and consider putting a fraud alert on the credit card files.
Thanks, Stacy. Now, Brenda, the weather has been all over the place lately. What can we look forward to?
Well, it has been a crazy past couple of weeks. We've gotten weather that ranged from the low 70s all the way down to a chilly 23 degrees. Not to mention the 2 snow days that that the UT gave students off. Who would have thought that Austin would have had a snow day? In any case, the weather has always been strange here, and it will continue to be the same. For today, we can expect a high of 46 degrees with a low of 27. It'll be a cloudy day, but no signs of rain until later on in the week. Winds will be at the high of the week at 15 miles per hour. Thursday will be a chillier, cloudy day with a high of 38 degrees and the low of 28 and 10% chance of rain. Winds will be a bit high at 12 miles per hour. Friday will keep the clouds and the chill with a high of 40 degrees and a low of 36 with a 20% chance of rain. Winds will be slower that day at 5 miles per hour. Saturday will bump us back up to a sunny 65 degrees with a low of 34 degrees. Texas is known for its weird weather, and this week won't disappoint. On Sunday, we'll drop down again to the 60s at a sunny 62 degrees during the day and 42 in the evening with no chances of rain. So we can keep our scarves, boots, and jackets out because we'll definitely be needing them. And rumor is Friday could possibly be a snow day, but let's try to keep that a secret and hope for the best. That's all we have for weather this week. Be sure to pack an umbrella in your backpack and stay warm.
Thank you, Brenda. You know, I'm getting really tired of these roller coaster temperatures.
Oh, I know.
I can't decide if I want to get my jackets out or if I want to run around in shorts.
I was literally telling a friend of mine yesterday, like, I don't know what to wear anymore. I just don't.
And don't go anywhere because after the break, we're going to talk about, we'll see how well we know this year's Olympic athletes.
Stay tuned for more Good Morning Texas.
Olympics start tomorrow morning. Figure skating, snowboarding, freestyle racing, it's all going to kick off on Thursday.
My favorite Winter ice hockey.
I'm gonna have to say luge.
I would say the luge.
Probably snowboarding.
Ski jumping.
My favorite Olympic sport is ice skating.
I like curling.
Figure skating.
Figure skating.
And since the Olympics do start tomorrow, we thought we'd test our knowledge on this year's athletes.
I know I'm terrible at this, but I love the Olympics. Something is more exciting than that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know who
I'm just
anyone
telling you
is
now, I'm not
ever.
gonna know who these
There's
are.
Shaun White, and that's it, I think. So we have our first picture, right? Is that what we're looking at right now? Oh, gosh.
This dashing man actually is who you just said. This is Shaun White
No, it's
without
not.
the locks.
Oh my
haircut,
God.
Oh.
Well, he looks dapper.
Yeah, you should keep that
Dapper young
haircut.
gentleman.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
he looks good.
Right
I've
now he
never
looks
have
the
been
same.
attracted to him. All right.
This snowboarding bear.
4 years have done well.
All right, now this next one, I have no idea who
Wait,
this is.
she does ice skating? No. Oh, I'm probably saying
I
wrong.
wouldn't
She
have put-
skis.
She looks kind of
She
scary.
probably, I would say skier.
I've seen her before.
Bobsledder. We were both
Off.
I like
Completely.
that.
That's definitely not ice skater.
Lola Jones. Yeah, she's actually also competes in the Summer Olympics. She's one of our track.
Oh, okay.
That would explain why she looks so built. Like she didn't look like a dainty
A little
figure
dainty,
skater.
All right, next one we got.
Now this, I think it's safe to say, they are ice skaters.
You know what? This is a new. This is a new.
I
oh
think
no,
they
maybe
just like
not.
each other
I'm
a
gonna just
lot.
not say it. The dual figure skating, the partner one.
I think it's a safe bet, but I have no idea.
Meryl
Ice dancers.
Davis.
And Charlie White.
They look cute together.
They do look cute. I can't wait to
Look
see them
adorable.
dancing. I love ice dancing.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite things.
Blades of Glory.
I
Yeah,
actually
great
have
movie.
a really terrible story about ice dancing. I tried to jump off my couch and be an ice skater when I was like 5, and it was a disaster. So
Oh no.
I have like a phobia of watching the ice
All right,
skating.
next we have this
Pretty petite blonde.
pretty lady.
Wow, we have
Who has
no
no
idea.
name.
Like,
Yet again,
She
I
could do
am at a loss
anything.
for this. But you know what? After the Olympics,
Skiing.
I guarantee you we will know all of these names. They will be
Probably.
household names.
Probably.
Figure skater.
Figure skater.
I would have said skier too,
You
Brenda.
would've said
I
skier.
wouldn't have said.
She looks athletic, but you have to be very athletic to be a figure skater.
shoot.
You do, you do.
So, that's good. Oh.
Oh no.
Well, hello, dapper man.
Yes, again, I'm
Young
guilty of not
gentleman.
knowing.
How dare we
Okay,
not
we're
know?
gonna know them all soon.
I don't even know.
I don't even know what
John
skeleton
Daly, don't we have a
Where they
professor?
go on the
Named John Daly.
sled type of thing, and they just go really, really fast.
Oh wow.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That is always an interesting one to watch because it happens so quickly.
And we have another one.
I kind of
Why-
want.
I'm gonna keep my trend and say
Can
I
we just
don't
guess
know.
their sport, like maybe what they do?
Yeah.
All right, go
What do
for
you
it,
think she
Stacey.
does?
What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. What
All right.
do you think?
I'm gonna go with skiing. Yes.
Yes, I've been saying that. This is my third time. Third time's a charm.
Let's see if we're
Maybe
right.
a snowboarder or something.
Snowboarder.
Chick-a-bella.
You got lucky, Stacey. You got
I
lucky.
did get lucky.
You did get
the last
lucky.
2 seconds.
Lindsay DeCobolis.
All right.
2 more. Oh, I saw
Oh,
these
that
pictures.
husky is precious though.
He's a one of those people that have those huskies in front of him.
Oh, the bobslayer.
Is that a thing?
Sledder.
That's an Olympic sport now.
Do they really?
Dog sledder. Yes.
He's cute though.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
free
it's
skier.
skier.
Wrong. I was
Brenda,
given bad advice from the studio.
Brenda, we should have guessed skier.
The one time y'all
I
don't
didn't even
say
think
ski.
dog sledding is a
Studio's wrong. Oh, okay.
All right,
well,
again, I'm gonna go with skier. You
You know what? I'm gonna go with
I
you,
think she's a
Taylor.
curler.
One of them has to be. Okay.
Curly
Stacey.
hair.
She's
curler.
actually a curler. I don't know, but
Who is it? You.
All right.
Alpine ski
racer. Same thing.
Is
We
she in
win.
space right now?
We win. Taylor.
We do
good.
win. We do.
We got it. Oh, that was fun.
it was.
We are
And when we
awful.
come back, we're going to show you some tips on how to handle the next 6 weeks of winter. And so on Groundhog Day, Puxatawny Phil told us that we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter, which means 6 more weeks of this awkward cold weather and then warm weather. So how are we going to prepare for that? How are we going to prepare for the cold, guys?
One thing that I would recommend investing in is a pair of gloves that you can actually touch your touchscreen device with.
Yes.
I love those.
Going to and from class, my hands were freezing as I was trying to check emails from professors. So I got a pair of these gloves, and let me tell you, it's been a lifesaver.
I'm notorious for, and you can ask my roommate, I will not turn a heater on. I think my dad was kind of cheap when I was little, and he wouldn't let us turn the heater on. So I'm really against it. And so I just walk around my house with like 4 blankets on, socks. I've got so many fuzzy socks.
Oh my
God.
God.
It's gold.
You got to put that Snuggie to use somehow. Just wear it like a robe all around the house.
I definitely, I layer some. I just had some leggings on yesterday. I actually have fuzzy socks on right now. You can't tell, but yeah, just layer it up, leggings under, also like just a long sleeve shirt under whatever you're wearing. It's definitely a good idea.
I definitely am the queen of socks and fuzzy socks. You know? I'd be like, what do you want for Christmas? Socks. That is what I want.
My grandma gives us those for Christmas every year, and I've never been more excited in my life.
I always love them.
I opened that box, I was like, yes!
Excitement.
Socks.
I think for me, staying warm is having like a warm drink, you know, whether that's coffee, whether it's tea, soup. You know, I know it's not a drink, but you know, something warm. Yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so cold, I'm hungry, but I didn't want a salad because it was cold. So warm items in your body are good ways to stay warm.
Yeah, another thing to go with that, like today I decided it's going to be cold, so I started a pot of chili this morning because that is just a nice, heavy, hearty meal when it's cold weather outside.
Oh yeah, you know what? Wearing a scarf will do amazing things to keeping your body heat, and you don't think it will, but it does.
On the flip side of that, there's also the head warmer.
Oh yeah,
it's like a scarf for your ears.
It is.
I have 3 of them, and I just change them out as we go. I have different colors, so I figure out what goes with what, and
You can wear them all at the same time, though.
Yeah.
If
The
it
gloves,
gets really
the
cold,
scarf,
I might
the
use
head warmer.
Triple insulation.
Don't tempt me. It's gonna happen.
To expand on the headscarf, if you just want to wear a beanie, a lot of heat actually escapes from your body from your head. So trapping that heat in is a great way to keep your body warm.
It is. And I know Stacey said earlier, you know, layering, but people think it's like funny, but it's a good thing actually, and it's smart to wear leggings underneath your jeans. I did that one time and I was like, oh man, I look dorky. But no,
you can't even tell. Like you're wearing
everyone was suffering and I wasn't. Well, I felt like my legs looked bigger, but I'm just
muscular legs for
I highly doubt
it's
that
muscly
happened.
today. That's what it was.
Brenda's just been hitting the gym. No, it's not cold, guys.
It's not pads, right?
Another great way to keep it warm outside is to wear boots. It protects that bottom layer of your leg, and you think that that's not going to do much, but I wore shoes the other day without the upper part, and oh my goodness, my legs froze.
I was going to say that too. My grandpa used to tell me that all the time. The best way to keep your whole body warm is to keep your feet warm. I don't know if there's any validity to that statement, but he used to tell us that.
There is, yeah.
Like Taylor said, you know, the heat escapes from your head and your feet. So pretty much just keep your head and feet warm, and you'll stay warm. I think that's.
And judging from whatever else we've said, ears, we talked about scarves.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I think too, if you have plants, if you live in an apartment and you have plants, I think it'd be important to start covering those up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
because they get cold too.
Or bring them inside.
They have feelings too. Also, if you live in a house, like some students live in a house, definitely buy those faucet covers that cover your faucets and insulate your pipes too.
And your pets, make sure you think about your pets. I know a lot of them probably stay inside, especially for apartments.
And your cars, when you turn them on, let them warm up a little bit when you turn them on. Yeah, but if you try to drive off as soon as you turn on the car, sometimes it'll do things to you.
Yeah,
I make some weird noises.
Yeah.
And if it ices over, make sure if you do hit, you know, some of that black ice on the road, you just keep going straight. You don't slam on your brakes or anything, because that could actually cause more damage.
You can hydroplane, right?
Yeah,
You just lose
exactly.
control. Yeah.
I think walking really safely on the ice too. I know last week before they canceled classes, I was one of the ones that had the 8 a.m. And so I was kind of like struggling across campus. So make sure we're just safe out there and stay warm. And that's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. Throughout the week, you can follow us on Twitter @GoodMorningTX.
Yes, and have a marvelous morning.